Hey y'all, Dr. Day here. So listen, today we're going to talk about something that pretty much nobody who's involved behind the scenes in the hiring process is going to tell you, even after the fact. Most nurses don't lose the interview because they can't answer the questions, they haven't practiced. It's not because they lack the experience or the clinical skills or they're not saying the right things. Many nurses lose it in the first 5 minutes before they're even able to start answering any of the questions. Hey, I'm Dr. Day, and this is 5 in 5. 5 tips, suggestions, recommendations, things that just help you throughout your nursing career journey, whether you're just getting started or whether you're experienced, you're going into leadership, you want to pivot into a new role. Stick with your girl right here. Let's break it down. I have sat on both sides of the table, of course, as an interviewee and as an interviewer. I have heard the feedback from hiring managers. I hear what they say. She lost me in the first 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I couldn't even pay attention to anything else she said after that. It happens. This is a real thing. It is based in science. It's all psychological, y'all. So today we're going to break it down. We're going to talk about the top 5 things that will lose that interview for you, and more importantly, what to do about it. Reason number one, you haven't done your homework. Nothing signals a lack of preparation like not knowing the answer to the question. So tell us what you know about the unit. What drew you to us? Why do you want to work here? Do your homework. Understand the culture of that unit. Understand the personalities that might be sitting across the table from you. If you have the opportunity to know who's going to be interviewing you, research them. Look on LinkedIn. See if you can find videos of them. When you see their faces and they're talking and they're not total strangers to you, you'd be amazed at how much more familiar you are. As soon as you walk in the room, you'll be like, that's who I'm interviewing with. Or when they pop up on the screen, you'll know the difference between the HR recruiter and the people that are interviewing you. So I encourage you, if you have the ability to do some research on the people who you are being interviewed by, do that and make sure that you've done your research on the unit, the hospital, the clinic, wherever it is that you are interviewing. Reason number two, you underestimate the power of the halo effect. So, what is the halo effect? This is some psychology that you really need to know. The halo effect is true, real psychology. It is cognitive bias, meaning that if you come in, you've presented yourself well, you are on time. That opening line of "Tell me about yourself," you answered it in a way that just knocks their socks off. You will be surprised at how every single thing you say after that, if you've made that first impression, you've got the halo on. Everything that you say after that is going to sound like you are the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. When you take pauses, it's going to come across more like, oh, she's so thoughtful. Look at how she thought through her answer. As opposed to if you came in late or you kind of fumbled the ball on the very first beginning of the question and you not answering the tell me about yourself question in a way that really pulls them in and engages them and showcases your skills and talents, your pauses now sound like, I don't think she knew what she was talking about. She just, I don't know, it's something about her. I don't know. It just felt like she lacked confidence. Use that first 5 minutes to deliberately create your halo effect. Don't leave it to the person to put it on you, put it on yourself. So make it a point in those first 5 minutes to knock their socks off. Answer that first question. Tell me about yourself in a way that makes you engaging, makes you sound thoughtful, makes you sound like every answer after that, you're setting yourself up for success. So even if you fumble the ball later, chances are there'll be forgiveness in that because they've already fallen in love with you. Number three, if this is in person interview, do not discount anybody in the room. You have no idea when you walk in. Don't just pay attention to the people sitting at the table. You want to make sure that you don't discount anyone, that you don't look like you ignored anyone, or that you're not giving the best impression from the time that you hit the campus. It could be if you're parking, when you're catching the elevator, anywhere where you might encounter someone in that space. Make sure you're on your best behavior, you're smiling, the same positive energy that you would give when you're sitting right across the table. Give that the moment that you are into that space because you have no idea. There was an intern who had a fabulous interview, knocked everybody's socks off. When the group got together to discuss her, someone said, "Oh, I remember her. She was on the elevator with me. I asked her to hold it. And she just stood there and looked at me and let the doors close." So make sure that the person that you want to be, you are representing that person. The best thing is just to be that person all the time. Then you don't have to work at it. Reason number four, that nurses sometimes don't make that great impression at the very beginning. Don't discount the small talk. A lot of times nurses will discount that small talk at the beginning. Many interviewers are trying to see what your communication skills are like. They're just trying to get a feel for the type of person you are. So I know that you've prepared hard for all of those questions that they're going to ask. You've got your answers ready, but just make sure that you value the small talk. It's a valuable opportunity for you to incorporate things about yourself that helps build the connection and builds a relationship with these complete strangers sitting across from you. Be yourself, be authentic, just be engaging, be you, be human. That's what they're looking for. Reason number five, why nurses tend to fail the interview at the very beginning within those first 5 minutes. You arrive unprepared. Now, I know everyone knows that you need to be on time, that you need to show up like you are prepared, but you definitely want to make sure that you do that for more reasons than not. One, to have yourself comfortable and you don't feel nervous or anxious. That's going to mess with your halo effect, right? So you want to make sure that you come in and you're prepared and you look like you are about business. Don't come in with your coat halfway hanging off of you. Don't come rushing in. You're out of breath. You seem anxious. Not only is it not good for you, it's not giving the right impression to the interviewer. This is particularly important if you have a virtual interview. Make sure that your sound is working, make sure that your camera is on, make sure that your background is not distracting. Those are just a few tips to make sure that you are setting yourself up for success. So when you're sitting in your chair, you want to make sure that you're sitting there comfortably. Put your feet flat on the floor. It also helps you stay grounded. And make sure that you are making that direct eye contact. I know everybody says that, but I cannot emphasize that also counts for when you're doing virtual. Make sure that you are looking at the camera. It is always a habit. Sometimes you want to look at yourself and see how you're looking, check yourself out before, but after that, you are looking at the camera. You would love it, feels very unnatural. You want to look at the people, make sure you're looking straight into the camera. That eye contact, that warmth, the expressions, the laughters, the smiles, they will understand a lot more. It comes across much more genuine and authentic if you're looking straight at that camera. Don't pay attention to the screen. So that's it. Five reasons why there's failure, five ways to fix it and avoid that, and put yourself in the best position to actually get that offer. Now, if you're really serious about being fully prepared for your interview from the time you park your car in the parking lot or log on to that meeting to the time that you send your thank you email follow up, check me out. Go check out my link. Go look me up on YouTube or Instagram or on any of the other social media platforms. Look out for information about my interview breakthrough boot camp. It is a 1.5 hour boot camp on these five tips and way more. All the things that you need to know if you are interested in trying to make sure that you ace the interview and increase your chances of getting that job. All right. Y'all take care. Good luck. Bye.